Hello and welcome back to the show. Welcome to this WWE Draft special. Of course, last episode we had WrestleMania 38. Check it out if you haven't already. It was an absolutely incredible couple nights of action. And we are here with the WWE Draft, of course, here on Raw of new general manager Stone Cold Steve Austin, the WWE Hall of Famer, the Texas Rattlesnake, taking control of Monday Night Raw. Stone Cold Steve Austin back in WWE, general manager of Raw. Stone Cold in position power, who would have thought it? And on Smackdown, of course, the new general manager, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, WWE legend, Hollywood icon, box office megastar, The Rock, back home in WWE on Friday Night Smackdown. The Rock and Stone Cold's epic feud continuing now. In addition to the already built-in feud of Raw versus Smackdown, it is sure to get heated up when these two brands and these two superstars collide. The Rock addressing the fans here for the first time in years back in WWE, back home on Smackdown. Like I said, like he puts it, thanking his fans, the millions and millions, as he said, around the world for all their support in WWE, out of WWE, all of it. And look at that, bringing that Brahma Bull strength and that Brahma Bull energy to Friday nights. And Stone Cold, not impressed, clearly, just want to get on with things. You know, Dwayne always running his mouth, but Stone Cold wants to get right into this drafting action, and The Rock is ready to do so. SmackDown having the first pick after Roman Reigns won at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns from SmackDown, of course, Brock from Raw, and Roman Reigns is the first pick. The WWE World Heavyweight and Universal Champion, as you can see, winning both belts at WrestleMania, undisputed champ, the two top WWE prizes in his hands. And he's going to be bringing those titles to Friday nights. Now, of course, the Universal Championship is SmackDown's title. The WWE title belongs to Raw, but Roman Reigns has it. He will be appearing on both shows for now until he drops it. Only Raw superstars may challenge for it. Stone Cold says the Raw superstar is getting that back soon. And his first pick is Brock Lesnar. Like he says, a man that Stone Cold personally has history with. The alpha male of the species, the beast incarnate, the man Roman Reigns beat at WrestleMania, you have to remember. But Brock Lesnar, what is next for him? After that defeat to Roman Reigns, whatever it is, you have to think it'll be big. Brock Lesnar, a massive get here from Monday Night Raw from Stone Cold Steve Austin with his first pick. And The Rock, ready for his second pick, and he is choosing a man he says he has history with, and it is another massive pick. The 16-time world champion John Cena will be on Friday night SmackDown. The Rock and John Cena having plenty of history. Two massive WrestleMania main events at WrestleMania 28 and 29. A win apiece from here, and they'll be reunited on Friday nights. The Rock is the general manager, and John Cena coming in as an official SmackDown superstar. And Stone Cold firing some shots here about John Cena not really being a full-time superstar, whilst this person definitely is. Raw's second pick, the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, the woman who beat and dethroned Becky Lynch, of course, at WrestleMania to get that Raw Women's Championship. A massive pick, getting her early on, getting Raw's Women's Champion signed up onto Raw. A wise move from Stone Cold, especially with the WWE title currently belongs to a SmackDown superstar. You want to get that top prize tied down to a Raw contract ASAP. And The Rock acknowledging it, the Bianca Belair is a terrific superstar, but put a lot of faith in this one. SmackDown's Women's Champion, SmackDown's third pick, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, who won the SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania, beating Charlotte Flair. A big move from SmackDown there. Three big superstars, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Ronda Rousey. The Rock wasting no time in this draft. Ronda Rousey is going to Friday nights, bringing that women's title. The two women's champions drafted very early here, as Stone Cold getting ready for his picks. Trying another shot at Dwayne there, saying that Dwayne picking his friends instead of the best superstars. And, well, I don't agree with that shot on Seth Rollins' dress sense, but Stone Cold picking Seth Rollins with Raw's third pick. Seth Rollins, an elite competitor. WrestleMania main events, many world titles, Royal Rumbles, Money in the Bank. Seth has done it all, and he'll look to do even more over on Monday nights. The Monday Night Messiah back, perhaps? Or is the Drip God well and truly here to stay? We'll have to wait and find out. And The Rock taking a little bit of offense to that comment. The Rock chalking up his friends and his family, but making his fourth pick here a massive double pick, going early as expected here. Boss Glow, the women's tag champs, Naomi and Sasha Banks, individually incredible competitors, but the women's tag champs as well, have those titles, but also to be able to get these two world-class athletes in one pick. That's a terrific move from The Rock. You can see why this is SmackDown's fourth pick. A big play there from The Rock. Even Stone Cold has to acknowledge they're a great pick, but saying he's got a big pick in mind of his own. A very, very strong tag team pick of his own on Monday nights. RK Bro. Orton and Riddle coming up short at WrestleMania, of course, defeated by Alpha Academy, not winning that Raw Tag Team Championship. But still, they'll be going to Monday nights anyway. They'll have the opportunity to win it another time, you have to imagine. Randy Orton and Riddle, once again, just like Banks and Naomi, big singles competitors, but a great tag team as well. And The Rock ready for his 5th pick, because SmackDown's 5th pick is Becky Lynch, another massive female superstar heading to Friday nights. Becky Lynch, big time Becky Lynch at that, is going to Friday nights. Becky Lynch, of course, losing at WrestleMania to Bianca Belair, but you have to think, if anything, that's just fired her up, and she's going to be looking to win some women's championship golds. If I'm Ronda Rousey, I'm looking out, because Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch, of course, have history of their own, you have to remember. Now, Stone Cold says that the Raw's women's division is doing just fine with Bianca, and you have to agree, but he's looking to make it even better, adding a correct fact that a real badass superstar in the Nightmare Rhea Ripley, former Raw Women's Champion, of course, won that at WrestleMania 37, and you have to think she'll be looking to add another to her list of accolades. Her and Bianca Belair have had some terrific battles in the past, and on Monday nights they might be having another in the not so distant future. A great pick. All great superstars go in early on as expected. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson acknowledging Rhea is a badass. You cannot argue with that fact, but so is this superstar. The Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre staying over on Friday night SmackDown. Drew McIntyre, terrific athlete, beat Brock Lesnar to win the title at WrestleMania 36, multi-time world champion, and he's heading to Friday night SmackDown. You have to think the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the Scottish Warriors, Drew McIntyre's paths will cross sooner rather than later. While Stone Cold acknowledging Drew, a great superstar, seen him take out Corbin in person, but also saw this person in action at WrestleMania. Raw's next pick is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, at WrestleMania, defeating the Rated R superstar, WWE Hall of Famer Edge. A huge victory for AJ. And now he's heading to Monday Night Raw under Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Southern Boy, under the Texas Rattlesnake. A match made in heaven, perhaps. It's AJ Styles heading to Monday Night Raw. A phenomenal pick indeed, Dwayne, I have to agree. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ready to stop playing games, and his 7th pick is 2 of the best WWE has to offer. He says it is his cousins, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Bloodline members, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, on Friday night, staying with Roman Reigns. You have to think the Tribal Chief would be very happy with that, as the Usos, the SmackDown Tag Champs, are staying over on Friday nights. A big pick. 2 great athletes, 2 great superstars at that. And Stone Cold firing a shot here about The Rock picking another family member. Stone Cold not taking any nonsense here. And whilst The Rock's in the business of finding family, he says this guy's in the business of dealing her. Hurt Business CEO Bobby Lashley is going to Monday nights. Bobby Lashley currently out injured, but him and of course his manager MVP are going to be on Monday Night Raw when he returns. A massive pick, a multi-time WWE champion in Bobby Lashley. You have to think he'll be looking to add another accolade to his long list come when he returns. Whilst The Rock says he's in the business of entertaining fans, he's done that for years. And now making this pick, he says, will help entertain the fans. Charlotte Flair, defeated by Ronda Rousey. Those two will be able to clash again because she's going to Friday nights as well. The multi-time women's champion Charlotte Flair is going to be on Friday night SmackDown under Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. 2 legendary families connecting and colliding here as Charlotte stays on Friday nights. And Stone Cold fired some shots about maybe Charlotte Flair's lack of popularity here, while saying that people will definitely be tuning in for this superstar. Bayley, a massive pick. Bayley, another superstar who's currently injured, but Stone Cold clearly not caring about the injuries, wanting to sign the best superstars possible, because when Bayley is back, you have to think she's going to be a major player in Raw's women's division. Bayley, you have to think will be back sooner than later, and when she does, it'll be on Monday nights looking to win a women's title with Bianca Belair, the woman she was scheduled to fight before she was injured, in her way. Whilst The Rock does know a thing or two about ratings, and he says this guy does too. Former WWE champion Big E. Big E, a matter of months ago, was WWE champion, and you have to think he'll be looking to get another. Roman Reigns, a list of challengers popping up on the brand. Drew McIntyre, John Cena, Big E. The Tribal Chief is going to have a long list of people to deal with, but Big E is going to Friday nights, whilst Stone Cold, yeah, Big E, one hell of a superstar, you have to agree. But Stone Cold says so is this guy, an 11-time world champion, Hall of Famer, Rated R Superstar Edge. Of course, defeated, like I said earlier, by AJ Styles at WrestleMania 38. You think Edge will not let him hold that down? Some people say Edge, his best days are behind him. You have to think all that time away through injury, retired, coming back, winning the Royal Rumble just over a year ago, main eventing WrestleMania. I think Edge's best years somehow are still to come. He defies the laws of nature, and he does it so well, the Rated R Superstar. But The Rock, talking up a superstar he says is better in ring, and you can't argue the man that gravity forgot, the current Intercontinental Champion, Ricochet. The things he can do in the ring will blow your mind. A walking highlight reel is Ricochet. Got that Intercontinental title at the moment, a massive win against Sheamus at Mania, and that Intercontinental Championship is staying over on Friday Night SmackDown in the hands of Ricochet. And Stone Cold not too impressed with Ricochet's style. But talking up a big high-flying superstar in Raw's 10th pick, and it's the United States Champion Finn Balor. Maybe with the Intercontinental title gone, Stone Cold wanting to secure that United States Championship, and the champion in the process, Finn Balor, the inaugural Universal Heavyweight Champion, multi-time NXT Champion, Intercontinental Champion, current United States Champion, and he's going to be on Monday Night Raw with the Intercontinental Championship. A host of dream matches assembling on both brands after 10 picks. And The Rock praising Finn Balor here, but saying that he has the power of the demon and these guys have the power of positivity, and it is the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are SmackDown's 11th pick. Big E already over on SmackDown, and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods will be joining him on Friday nights. Both great in-ring competitors on their own, but together forming one of the greatest tag teams of all time, especially with Big E. The New Day are a legendary unit, and they will be reunited over on Friday nights under The Rock. And Stone Cold says positive energy is only going to get them so far. Sometimes you gotta nut up and kick some ass, and these guys know how to do it. It is Raw's Tag Team Champions, the Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. The strength of Otis, the brains and the smarts and the ability of Chad Gable. Chad Gable, of course, at WrestleMania pinned Randy Orton, the biggest win in his career on the grandest stage, that helped them keep those Raw Tag Team Championships, and they're keeping those Raw Tag titles over on Monday Night Raw. Chad Gable and Otis, a great pick by Stone Cold. Olympic-level athletes, like The Rock says, whilst The Rock's a 12th pick for SmackDown, is a man who made his return at WrestleMania. Yes, Jeff Hardy returned, accompanied by Johnny Knoxville, to take on Sami Zayn, got that victory over him, and now he's going to ride that momentum from his return, from beating Sami Zayn over to Friday Night SmackDown under Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. A big pick. Jeff Hardy expecting big things for him on the blue brand. Stone Cold even acknowledging Jeff Hardy, an iconic superstar, but saying that maybe The Rock's stuck in the past and should look to the future, and it's about time. The multi-time NXT champion, Raw's 12th pick, Tommaso Ciampa, finally making the move from NXT up to the big leagues, and he's going to Monday nights. Tommaso Ciampa and Stone Cold, a lot in common, you have to think, and I think there's no better man to manage him. Tommaso Ciampa heading to Monday Night Raw under the tutelage and the watchful eye of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and even The Rock saying he's glad to see Ciampa again, is shy, wishes him well, but maybe The Rock saying he's looking to the future. With SmackDown's 13th pick, the Empress of Tomorrow truly is the present, the future, and even the past few years, you could say the past. Asuka, currently out injured, like a few superstars being drafted, but once again, when they're this good, you want to get them tied down, and Asuka, when she returns from injury, is going to be returning on Friday Night SmackDown. And SmackDown's women's division is absolutely stacking up. Ronda, Becky, Asuka, Charlotte, even Stone Cold's got to acknowledge Asuka's a great superstar, and not too impressed with Miz and Morrison's what they do, but in the ring, you really can't question them. John Morrison, multi-time Intercontinental Champion. The Miz, former multi-time WWE Champion. And Miz and Morrison reunited at WrestleMania and are reunited on Monday Night Raw. Miz and Morrison drafted over to Monday Night Raw as we're just over halfway through this draft here, getting towards the end. And The Rock says Stone Cold's going to have his hands full with those two. I'm sure he is. But SmackDown's 14th pick are these guys. Legado del Fantasma making a move up from NXT. Santos Escobar, their leader, of course, with Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde joining him. Santos Escobar, former Cruiserweight champion. You have to think he's going to look to make a big impact on Friday Night SmackDown, especially bringing his Legado del Fantasma squad mates and teammates with him. A big pick from The Rock there. As Stone Cold, what is Stone Cold planning now to respond to that? A certified wrestling legend in Rey Mysterio, and of course his son Dominic Rey, losing at WrestleMania to The Miz following that interference from John Morrison. But Dominic currently out with a little bit of an injury, but when Dominic returns, you have to think Ray and Dom will be looking for some revenge on Miz and Morrison together. A WWE future Hall of Famer in Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic, such a promising future ahead of him, you have to think. A great pick. Whilst The Rock getting ready for SmackDown's last pick, and he's saying it's going to be a big one. A pair featuring a future world champ. He is picking the Street Profits for SmackDown's 15th and last pick. The Rock, of course, pegging Montez Ford as a future world champion. You have to agree. Montez Ford, incredible in the ring. The charisma he oozes is almost unthinkable. Angelo Dawkins as well, an incredible superstar. And these two will be on Friday Night SmackDown. And The Rock having to go. The Rock, a big time guy. Got plans, gotta be. But dropping now, kind of like if you smell what The Rock is cooking on SmackDown, tune in. And Stone Cold very pleased to see The Rock gone. And praising the Street Profits pick. And now Mr. McMahon wanted to pick Austin Theory, but Stone Cold's right. Never gave a damn what McMahon wanted, but choosing to have a little bit of fun here, he says. And wants to make his, I think I can tell what this is going to be. Yep. Stone Cold's final pick, the 15th pick for Raw, is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens abusing Texas over the past few months. Stone Cold coming out at Mania. Owens going for him, but Stone Cold laying him out with a stunner. And Kevin Owens, you have to think, will not be happy about this. He will be under the general managership of Stone Cold Steve Austin on Monday Night Raw. And speaking of him, Kevin Owens walking out to the ring, not impressed here. Hell, he's not happy. He doesn't want to be drafted to a show where the general manager is from Texas. He can barely say the word. Kevin Owens continuing this verbal assault of Stone Cold Steve Austin's home state. And Stone Cold being Stone Cold maybe showing a bit of remorse here. He says he can't find. What can he find, I wonder? Kevin Owens asking that question. Find what? And Stone Cold. The place where that... Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Tricking Kevin Owens there. Oh my God. Laying a verbal smackdown on him. And Kevin Owens very clearly not impressed here. And Kevin Owens taking a swing again, but Stone Cold stopping in his track and laying him out with another Stone Cold stunner. Owens does his own stunner, but no one does it quite like Stone Cold Steve Austin. As the WWE Draft is completed here, all the other superstars will be drafted away from this, ready for next episode's Monday Night Raw post-Mania debut. Stone Cold Steve Austin giving this crowd a little something, a little Stone Cold magic here. The people, they love Stone Cold, and they'll be seeing him every Monday night here on Raw. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on SmackDown. Two great rosters already assembling. More superstars to come for both as well. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You have to think his first priority is going to be trying to get that WWE Championship back to Monday nights. Will any of these superstars do it? Lesnar, Rollins, or in Styles, Lashley? We'll have to wait and find out. Two stacked rosters. I cannot wait to see what these brands end up doing. But that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Check out some other videos if you would like. And I just want to say thank you for watching.